Dear students, so far which we learnt about CSV files, concept, comma separated values, how we can import into data frame object. So that is what which we learned, and there are function which we use to import the data from CSV file, read underscore CSV function, and which we use different arguments for that. That is file path, which is mandatory argument, and which we use another argument like names. When you want to specify your column and headers your own, then you can use the names argument. And suppose if you don't want column headers, and if you want to specify default one, that is numpy array values 0 1 2 3 column headers, then you can specify another argument for to read underscore CSV function, that is header equal to none. Same way, when you want to skip the rows from your CSV file data, yes, we can use another argument of read underscore CSV function, that is skip rows, and the value which you specify according to that rows will be skipped. And if you want to extract the number of rows, specific rows which you want to get from your CSV file into data frame object, then which we use n rows, number of rows which you want to uh, import from CSV file to data frame object. Then which we saw, if you want to specify your column heading into row label index, if you want to specify column one has row index, yes, you can specify by using argument called index underscore call equal to column label name. Okay, so these are the different types of arguments of read underscore CSV file function which we use to read the data from CSV file. Now we will be using to underscore CSV file to underscore CSV file to write data into a CSV file, data frame object data into CSV file. How we can write it, how we can write data. So for that, so we'll be proceeding with the concept storing data frames data to CSV file. Sometimes we have data available in data frames and we want to save that data in a CSV file. For this purpose, Python Pandas provides to underscore CSV function that saves the data of a data frame in a CSV file. So function to underscore CSV can be used as per following syntaxes. There are two types of syntaxes which you can make use to this particular concept to write data into a CSV file. Data frame object name dot to underscore CSV function, file path, the argument which you need to pass, the location where you want to store created CSV file, that is what file path. And same way, data frame object name dot to underscore CSV file path comma separator character. By default, which stores in the form of comma separator. Suppose if you want to use your own separator character like pipe symbol, at the rate, semicolon, like this different characters, then you must make use separator character, that is SCP equal to string value. The separator character must be a one character string only. It must be a one character string only. Now let's take an example of different examples which you can see. So dictionary which we took here, students, marks and sport which they play, and we printed the object, as you can see. Same way which you can see, exporting statement, data frame object name dot to CSV path and file name. You can see the file name which you can specify here. Okay, that file name will be generated once we execute this statement. As no separator is mentioned in the statement has been mentioned, it will take default separator character, that is comma, to separate data in the CSV file. Also, even if there exists a file with the same name at the given location, it will simply overwrite the file without any warning. Suppose your CSV file, whatever you specify in the file path, with that name already, if it exists some other already in the locations with same name CSV file are exist, then what happens at that time if you give the same name? So it will not give you any warning, simply which will replace the new data with existing file. Okay, so that is how it is going to happen, which is going to happen. Now same way, let us save same data frame data in another file name. So we can use different name. Yes, we can use that. So file name dot csv, but with separator as character by giving following command. So same thing which you want to make use with another file name, and you want to use another separator also. Yes, you can make use and you can execute. Then which will be updated again. File will be generated within the location which you shown in our computer. Okay, now let's take it another example. So another example, like different cities population, and create a data frame object, then print the object data frame, then export the data into CSV file. Yes, we can export the data into CSV file, and here we use separator semicolon. Separator which we use semicolon. Same way, you can see another example, NGOs data dictionary, created data frame object, printed, and which we applied the to underscore CSV function to generate a CSV file. Okay, so each time when you execute the example, you need to go through the file path location and you need to check the file which it is created. Okay, same way another example which you can see, sales details, created object and created the data frame object and printed the data, and this time the data which contains nan values, data which contains nan values. So how we can do that with separators? We know how we can use different separators. How we can handle this nan values? Handling nan values with to underscore CSV function. Nan values with to underscore CSV function. Sometimes your data frame has some missing values. For instance, execute following two statements to have missing values in your data frame. Missing values in your data frame. You must have imported NumPy library as NP prior to executing following statement. Suppose when you are trying to export the data frame which contains nan values to CSV file, then so you must have the both the modules, pandas module as well as NumPy module. Okay, then you need to apply that. You need to apply data frame object name dot a location of that location number, and followed by column label, column header equal to np dot name. So what and all columns which is having and the location of that, so which you need to specify such a way that, which you need to specify such a way that, so that which will be updated nan value. Okay, and then you need to export your data into CSV file. After that you need to export your data into CSV file. So let's look at the things. By default, the missing nan values are stored as empty strings in CSV file. So by default, which will store in the form of empty string values. You can specify your own string that can be written for missing or nan values by giving an argument na underscore rep. Rep is nothing but replacement, nan value replacement equal to string value. That is, following statement will write null in place of nan values in the CSV file. So for that statement, which you can see, data frame object name dot to underscore CSV file path comma and separator, which we are using our own separator, and na underscore rep equal to null value. Now that empty will be replaced with null values within the CSV file. So to underscore CSV function complete syntax when you look at data frame object name dot to underscore CSV, and one of the argument which you must make use for this function file path where you want to store the generated file, and another one is separator that equal to separator character to use your own separators and another argument is NA underscore REP, non-value numpy array replacement string value, where SCP and NA underscore REP arguments are optional. These two arguments are optional. Now we'll see the practical example. So how we can execute each one. We'll see the practical example. First import the module. Import pandas as PD. Once it loads, then import the NumPy module also. Now create the dictionary, create the data frame object, pass the argument the dictionary object, print the data frame object as this information which we are going to export into CSV file format. CSV file formats. So data frame object name dot to underscore CSV, and the path which we are specifying on this particular location, the file name which you specify, that one will be generated with the extension CSV file. Extension CSV file. Execute the statement. Go to this location now in a computer. Go to this location. This file name with this file name .csv file will be created. It was created. Then you can see that within the location. File name is students. You can see the file name. Open with, by default, if you double click, it will open Excel format. Choose notepad. You can see the data which is exported clearly with separated with default comma separator. So this data which is exported, the data frame object data is exported in the form of you can see clearly the way how it is generated the data. Okay. Now if you want to change the separator, okay, now see, as no separator has been mentioned, it will take default separator character, that is comma, which is to separated data in the CSV file. If you want to specify your own separator, then you can use the separator, okay, that is SCP argument of to underscore CSV function. So we will execute this statement. We will use the same file name, students. Okay, then we are using our own separator now, pipe symbol. To execute this statement, first close this already opened file. Now go to the location of file path which you specified. Right click, open, and open with Notepad. Now see, this time the statement which we use, so df data frame dot to underscore csv function file path followed by the file name which you specify according to that, so which will be generated with the symbol, the character separator character which we used, pipe symbol, that is what which updates. Okay, so clearly which you can see the way how you can make use such a way that separator. So here just make use students to understand which we use. So file name which we use. Same manner, if you want to change the separator again, yes, you can change it. We will proceed with another example, then you will see that. Same way, another data frame object which you want to create, yes, okay, create that. So once you create the dictionary object, then create the data frame object. Pass the dictionary object, execute that, and this data which you want to write into CSV file. You want to export data frame data into CSV file. We will see the statement which you can execute. Okay, so two CSV function, file path and separator which we are using semicolon. Go to file path, then open the file, that is city CSV file. Open with Notepad. You can see now the statement which you have written, data frame object dot to underscore csv file path comma csv file name dot extension csv and separator semicolon which we use. You can see here clearly semicolon which we use. So this is what the output which you get csv file once you execute the above statement. Once you execute the above statement. Another example, same way which you can change it, that separator, yes, you can change the separator with @symbol. Execute it. Now go to the location, again open the file, see this time which we used separator @symbol. You can see the output generated file also, values are separated with @symbol, character, separator character. You can see clearly such a way that the way how you can do the practicing with multiple separators, pipe symbol, semicolon, and by default it is comma. By default it is comma. Okay, so now we'll proceed with another example. That is NGO's information. Create the data frame object. Pass the dictionary object. print the object, this data which you want to store into the CSV file. Then execute the statement. This statement is giving error. We'll just make changes. Now to the file name ngo. Okay, in that file name there may be some problem. Just we'll see this file name, city name only, which we are replacing here. Just we'll take it as location, go to that, open the file. See the output, the semicolon which we specified for the data. Okay, so same manner we can use another separators also. We'll proceed with another example, that is another dictionary values, sales and targets. Execute it. Okay. Execute the data frame object. df equal to pd dot data frame of dictionary object. Execute the data frame. Yes, this data frame which contains non values, so now what happens these non values when you export into a CSV file? Okay, so that is what question is here. So what happens here? Handling non values, how you can handle? Sometimes your data frame has some missing values. For instance, execute following two statements to have missing values in our data frame. Okay, so now we'll just make use of this statement. Before making use of this, you just export the data, then see so what happens that particular data. This is the statement which will execute. So before applying the missing values, you just execute the statement. Go to sales file in the file path location. Sales, yes, this. Open the file, notepad. See the data which is generated. You can see the data. This is the data frame data which is exported into the CSV file, and this particular non values, you can observe that rows which were empty strings, which you can see those two rows of these non replaced values. Now if you want to specify your own values, yes, you can specify that. So how you can specify? With the help of location, which you will be able to specify. Okay, so target label name, location of that location value and target 0 1 2 3 0 1 2 3 4 position which takes place. Same way sales also. Now you just export the file. Export the file again. Let's see the output. After applying the NaN values, how we want to export, execute the statement. Now go to the file path. Go to the file path and open the file. So which will be generated once you applied also empty strings. It was generated. Let me see the example. Yes. But once after applying this, you need to specify argument with null value. Okay, then you will see what happens this particular statement when you specify null value. When you specify null value, what happens? Let's see. Okay, now go to your file path location, then open the file again. Let me see the statement which we executed. Sales2 CSV file name. Go to there. Sales2. Open with Notepad. So which replaces with null value. Which replaces with null value. You just make changes of file name. Let's see. Again, paste it. Now this time you just give 5 for example. Execute it. Now go to that file path location. Sales 5. Yes, this is what which we created. CSV file. Now open that. Open with Notepad. You can see null value is replaced with that. Null value is replaced with that. That is way. So clearly which you can see the way how you can export the data frame object data into CSV file. Now we can see the complete syntax. Data frame object name dot to underscore CSV file path and separator argument and non-value replacement string. Non-value replacement string. We'll just look at instead of null another value which you can specify. We'll see that whether we'll get it or not. Let me see. I'm not sure that, but let me execute. Instead of null, let me execute. What happens? Let's see. Open the file path. File with Notepad. So we'll see only null value when you want to replace that. NaN also which takes place null value. We will make use another string value. Let's see. Just execute the statement. One second. Okay. So when we applied NaN value, file name is sales2. Now when we applied here again, sales2. We need to open file here, sales2. The statement each time which we write, we need to look into it properly. Missing whatever string value which you specify, that one will be updated. That one will be updated, which means this earlier example also, instead of null, nan also will take place. Execute, go to the sales2 file name. This we must careful. Exporting file name is this, and if you check some other file, you will not see the updation. You need to go through the specific file only. Now this time open with Notepad. Yes, nan is updated. You can see nan values. Okay. So that is how the way how we can execute with different examples. With exporting the data into CSV file. Data frame object data into CSV file exporting. You can see clearly each one which we executed. So first example, yes, this is the data frame which we exported into CSV file, students. And same way we applied different separator pipe symbol. Then we took another example, city and population, and we generated that into city CSV file. And same way NGOs which we took and we replaced with that example. Same way sales and targets, another example which we took. This is the data frame, and also which we used here non values, that is missing values of data frame object, how we can handle and how it can be exported into CSV file. For that you must use the location and column name equal to non value which you need to assign, non value which you need to assign, and then which you need to export by using argument called na underscore rep. If you won't use that argument, by default which takes place empty string values, empty string values will be considered that missing values of data frame when you convert into CSV file, when you convert into CSV file. So that's all. We come to know now the way how we can export data from data frame object to CSV file, and also how we can import data from CSV file into data frame object with different arguments of both the functions, read underscore CSV function, to underscore CSV function. So that's all. Thank you. We will continue another concept of pandas data success. So we'll continue next class.